On today's episode of Watch Chair Go, we are here with my 2013 Dodge Dart, the first Turo rental car. And today, we're gonna fix the first problem it ever really had. What is going on, guys? I am Watch Chair Go, and like I said, I'm here with my 2013 Dodge Dart and Tyler Potter. And he has the somewhat unobtainium valve cover gasket for this thing. Now, in the very first video, I noticed that the valve cover gasket was leaking, and I started looking for the part, and I did find the gasket. But the only thing they sell is the outer gasket. Yep. They don't sell the spark plug wells. Yep. So Tyler found it, and we have all of it sitting here with part numbers from Dodge for you guys. So it turns out if you buy it from Dodge, you can actually get all these. Yep, there's spark plug well gaskets right there. 2 sets of those for 4 cylinders. And then there is the gasket right there. So this ended up costing like 40 and change?
Something like that,
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, that's not bad at all. And I would suggest just going to the dealership and buying these, because if you try to buy it, you know, from the aftermarket, it's hard to get.
Yep. So
I looked everywhere. I don't know why. It's just,
yeah, it just
you'd think everyone
there's a
would
bunch
have
of them out there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. And you know they must leak. But today we're going to swap out these gaskets and make this thing stop leaking. So let's just jump right in. So this thing just got back from a rental. If you guys remember, when I bought it, it had like 106,000. It now has 111,479 miles on it. A ton of miles. Every single time this gets rented out, it goes to like New York for some reason. I don't know why. People are obsessed with Dodge Darts and long trips. This thing, go for it. Just came back from like a 2-week rental just today. And that's why it took us so long to fix this, because it's always out. And that leak looks like it may have gotten worse. It is very wet all over the valve cover.
So all of these are probably going to break because they're little Christmas tree clips going into the aluminum valve cover.
Right, you know they've been super hot over and over. But I say, yeah, just send it.
That's not good.
You can hear it breaking.
Oh, it's gone.
Knew that was coming. Oh well.
Plastic does not love the heat.
Nope. Well, that one sort of came out.
Kinda. Ish, not really.
It did exactly what we thought it was going to do.
It'd be interesting to see how clean or not it is in the valve cover after 111K.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which one is this? This is the Tiger Shark.
This is the This should just be the 2-liter Tiger Shark, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Looks like all that insulation foam is oily too.
A little bit, yeah, kind of down at the bottom.
They put that in there just to soak up all the excess oil coming off.
It's a free factory installed oil diaper.
That's right. Okay, first things first, if you're doing this at home, be ready to break every single piece of plastic in that engine bay.
Absolutely everything.
Even
being kind of careful, it just,
yeah. There was nothing we could do. Every clip broke because it has a whole bunch of Christmas trees and they're all in the aluminum. And as you take them out, it's just break, 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 break. They all broke off flush, which means you're not getting them back out either. So what we ended up with was a bunch of broken tabs on all this. And also we found that the little air intake cover, it's rubbing through this, and that is actually bare copper right there. And then, of course, if you look underneath this, you can see that this engine is in trouble. So this engine is absolutely hurting. We'll just do a little one of those right there. It's pretty thick. What do you think that is? That's about a 16th of an inch, or sludge all the way across all the
cam caps.
Yeah. So it still runs really, really well for having that much sludge on the top of it.
And it would probably run fine for the rest of its life. It just doesn't look ideal. And if you continued to maintain it good, it would probably be, honestly.
It'll clean itself back. If you run a good oil, Motul, Royal Purple, any of that BG dynamic stuff, it will clean all of this back out, and the thing will run forever. But today, we're gonna go ahead and clean up the valve cover, which is a disaster here. So, I'll show you guys, yeah. Full of sludge on that side too. So we're gonna go shove this in the solvent tank real quick, clean it up, and see how much of this thing we can bring back to life. So Tyler's ripping the old gasket off here. We're team working it off. And then, perfect. We're gonna get this thing cleaned up. That stuff's all just baked in there. All of this rubber is, yeah. I mean, it's still rubber, but it's not good. It's not nice and pliable like new stuff is. We're gonna start with one of these maneuvers. We're just gonna let the solvent sit there and run, and it should just absolutely melt all this away. This solvent tank's really good about that. If you let it sit for like 15 minutes with it running down here, I guess it's not really a solvent tank, it's the smart washer, but yeah, if you just let the fluid run over it, it'll clean itself up. No brushing required or anything. After taking an absolute bath in the sludge, the valve cover kind of looks clean again over here. We've blown this out and cleaned it and cleaned it and cleaned it. That is about as good as it's gonna look. If you look underneath the thing, it looks much better. And now we're here to throw the new gasket on. Of course, none of the fasteners are gonna stay in. And the new spark plug well seals. These ones should stay a lot better than the old ones though. It's weird, they have a center hold down fastener and then the coil fastens over there. They really wanted this thing to stay on there. Okay, so we've got some RTV hanging out in the corners everywhere it needs to be. You can see that's where the factory RTV is as well. And there's a dab there, and a dab on each side of the VVT actuator there. And now we are ready to slide the valve cover in. And if you have 4 hands for this, I promise it helps. Because you gotta get these harnesses up and out of the way at the same time. So as long as somebody's there to do that maneuver, it really does make this a lot easier. It's such a hassle getting this thing in.
Without knocking off all the gaskets at the same time.
Exactly. Close.
Oh my.
There it went. Dropped right on. Well, that is the valve cover gasket replacement. Now we're going to start tightening down all these bolts. And there are a lot of them. Something like 20 around this thing. Kind of interesting for a 4-cylinder. So we went ahead and electrical taped around the entire harness where it had started to wear through there. So that should hold up because it's taped to itself. And we've got everything reconnected, and all that's left now is of course the giant plastic intake cover slash IAT holder. I don't know why they integrated the beauty cover into critical parts of the engine. So anyway, this thing drops on, and after it gets all lined up and goes back into the, yep, there it goes. A little bit more wiggle. And that gets it connected to the intake, or the throttle body that is, and there's the IAT. And then over here, you to slide all that back together and tighten down that clamp. And this thing is back on its feet. Unfortunately, the Dart has very dirty feet, and it's just full of sludge. So next up, I guess we'll change the oil, and we'll run the BG additives through this and see what happens. It's worth a shot. Obviously, we do know that if you run the full dynamic, the one I did in my V6 Camaro, it will literally return that as being a brand new engine. But dynamic costs 1/10 of what I paid for this car. Yeah, it gets so expensive. You can expect to pay about $500 for a dynamic. And of course, you also, on top of that, have to pay a bunch of money for filters because you have to change filters nonstop, and oil, all that good stuff. So it's not cheap. But if we run the little BG additives, it'll also clean it up.
Yeah.
So I guess it's time to start this thing up. Let's see if it works. Clear. Oh, runs just like it always did. Good old Dodge Dart. It's kind of what I expected.
She's good.
Yeah, it's still a Dodge Dart.
It's still a Dart.
Yep.
It's gonna kind of keep running.
Yeah. That's my take on this thing, exactly. It's gonna kind of keep running. And for some reason, it just prints money.
Yeah.
Dodge Darts, man, I don't know. Well, thanks, Tyler. Of course, Tyler Potter, I'll throw a link to his channel in the description below. He is a Mopar tech, so that's why first he got the parts, which were hard to get.
Yep.
I need to pay you for those.
Yeah.
And he also has done plenty of Mopar valve cover gaskets and stuff like that, so I figured it'd be good to do these together.
For sure.
So. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.watchjrgo.com for cool shirts. Not like this one that's covered in sludge now. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. I did take an actual bath in sludge while I was cleaning it.
Yeah. You don't need to take a bath tonight because you're already degreased.
Yeah, fully degreased. Yeah. Got the citrus cleaner all over me.